we're about to check out this house by the roads, a brand new built, just got finished the end of last year. But before we get there, you picked me up with this beauty.
You like, huh?
Tell me about this, man. It's first of all, Porsche, I have to say, it's got to be on the bucket list for just about anybody, more guys than women, right? But every guy wants to have a Porsche.
I know a lot of women that are just
and it's just
about Porsches.
Right, and there's like a fury behind Porsches, and I personally never really understood it, right? Mm-hmm. But I also never owned a Porsche, right? And now I'm starting to understand it a little bit better. But I know you know a lot about Porsche, and tell me what makes Porsches special?
Dude, you know, that's a really hard question to answer because there's so many things, right? You have cars that, quite honestly, you could have a 1965 911 or you could have a 2024 911, right? And there's no denying that car is a 911, right? You just look at it.
They all look
kind of looks.
They all look very similar.
It's completely different, right? Like the 65 911 fits inside this car pretty much.
But there's just no other car like it.
There isn't. You know, it wasn't supposed to work as well as it did, right? So your rear engine, you know, car, you're supposed to like just not be able to control it because there's too much weight in the back, and yet the car is just. It's just so really hard to explain.
Well, this is what made the company. This car is what still continues to make the company. The 911.
And they were struggling, man. They were struggling. Like they were at the brink of bankruptcy, I believe. Like I don't know, 90s maybe, late 80s, early mid 90s, something like that. But they made it. They made it work, man. I'm a Porsche fan. I've always loved Porsches. You know this, and I've had. Tons of Porsches. I've had a bunch of them, right? Mostly the air-cooled stuff. I go as new as like one time I had one 991.
Okay, time out. What when you say air-cooled stuff? What does that mean?
It means you don't need a radiator hose to worry about on the air-cooled car. So on a normal car, you know, the radiator is what pretty much runs the cooling system of the car. The water goes through there.
Gotcha.
The liquid goes.
That's what I've always seen.
And it cools the engine, right?
Yeah.
On the air-cooled cars, it's literally just that. It's designed in a way that the atmosphere, the air around the engine, you know, gets trapped in there somehow. I don't know.
And why is it that some people like that better?
That's the original Porsche, man.
The starting price, I think today, it's like 142.
Well, no. For this one in particular, this is an S. I believe the S starts at 115.
Okay.
The MSRP on this car, after being optioned out, was just about like 145 grand, I think it was, or just over it, or just under 146, somewhere around there. So
the least you can get it. I mean, nobody gets it at
115, right?
But what I saw was that with normal type of upgrades and whatever, usually it's like about 140,
140, 135,
140 is okay.
Yeah. And this car, what makes this car cool, in my opinion, at least, is so Ben, you know, the owner of the car, and I, we're good friends, but we've done a lot of business back and forth together, and a lot of that business has involved cars. So I get a phone call one day, and it's one of my contacts at Porsche, and he calls me and he says, Ralph, I have a Carrera S that is about to go into production. If you want the car and you want to spec it out the way that you want it, you have to tell me by 5 o'clock today, and you have to like give me the Porsche code, like build it online, send me the code, and we'll get you the car built. Otherwise, and then he shows me a piece of paper, like he texts it to me, he goes, this is what the car is being built like. And I'm like, well, that's ugly. I don't know why anybody would do that. I'll call you back in 10 minutes.
And you went ahead and just...
And I call Ben, and I go, Ben, I got an opportunity for you, my friend.
Take it.
Here you go. He goes, pretty much, like, the way it went down was, he says, build the car. I know what you like. But you and I like the same thing. Build the car.
But that's what's fun about these cars.
Yep.
You can actually build it, and you can customize it in such a way that every single one of them could be absolutely different.
Yep.
I mean, from the point that you can actually remove
very individualized.
Yeah, you can remove. You were telling me you can remove the 911 in the back.
It's the only thing he didn't let me do.
You can
was delete the
delete the actual 911 Carrera, whatever it is. Yeah.
The model designation, I think they call it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I picked it sharp blue. I picked it with the black interior, the blue through stitching that you see all
Yeah,
around
like
the
this-
place.
this
The
is-
seat belts.
Yeah, this is really cool. The
18 weight
stitching, by the way,
sports
is
on
done
point.
to perfection.
You know, it's I think
everything
it's all
is
done
quality.
in taste.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not too like this isn't blue and this isn't blue. You know what I mean?
Right,
I
it's
think it was
mostly all
just
black.
done really in
And then just
good
some
taste.
details. Yeah.
It's got some flavor.
Yeah, I mean, whoa! Okay, I love it. Okay. Gotta love and power, man. It's so nice.
And that's what I love about these cars.
Oh, let's go!
Is that they bring a smile to your face.
Oh, that was. What was I talking about?
I think we were talking about houses in Hialeah.
I want to show you this house. I want to thank Ana Karina Piedra, which she was very kind to allow us to do this video because we do have a client that I think that this could be a good fit for.
Yeah.
But let me start off by saying that this is a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom house with I mean, check out the height, the ceiling height here.
It's like 9-foot ceilings, no?
I think it's like 9-10 foot, yeah. And each of the bedrooms have their own bathroom, except one of the 2 upstairs that they have a Jack and Jill.
Okay.
But every single room has their own bathroom, and then you have your guest bathroom over here too. Mm-hmm. By the way, have you ever heard about Veneta Cucina?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Well, this house is really, really nice. It's got Veneta Cucina here. And I'll tell you more about that a little bit later.
Yes, this is nice.
I mean, I told you I was going to bring you to something very special. This house was just done in 2024. Right here you have 10-foot ceilings.
Uh-huh.
On this side of the house you have 14-foot ceilings. So I mean, you really feel like the space is just
a lot of
grand,
light coming in here, right?
A lot of light coming in here. Beautiful pool. Mm-hmm. What I like about this too is that right now you're going to be able to hang out here, cook, be with your family. And also, if your kids are in the pool, you
can watch them at the same time.
You can see them where they are.
I saw that in the pool. That's kind of cool. The cup holders where the column is.
Yeah, right?
That's
I think it's a
awesome.
nice little touch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Also, barbecue, full barbecue there. But I want to show you something. I don't know if you guys can get this in the camera. Check this out.
What's that?
This is a porcelain Versace. Versace, right?
That's a nice touch.
This is a nice little touch. You'll see that there's a subtle touch of where it says Versace here, and then you'll see one over here. And
you know, it's funny because you're saying subtle and Versace in the same sentence, and
it doesn't seem right.
They're not known for that, right?
Yeah.
But that's super cool.
Very subtle.
Yeah. This is Italian porcelain, right?
Yes. So by the way, you have a hidden refrigerator, Gen Air appliances.
I like that.
Look at this.
They made it just like the nice cabinets,
Right?
by the way. And look at that, they are brand new.
I mean, seriously, right? These are all hidden, by the way, too. Look at this. This is a Miele, right? Miele washer.
Tell me about these stairs, man. They're nice.
Isn't it really nice? I mean,
Yeah.
you got real floating white oak wood floors.
I love the glass, the railings. Everything is really nice.
Yeah.
These windows are just out of
A lot of
control.
lights, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you the primary bedroom, which everybody wants to have a nice big bedroom with high ceilings. You have 10-foot ceilings here. Really nice balcony, as you can see, overlooking the pool. And let me show you this because do you want a big closet?
Who doesn't?
Look at this. Look at this space. This literally could be a bedroom, right? And one of the things that the builder is going to do is they're going to make this custom to the buyer.
Oh, that's why it's unfinished right now.
So it's
the buyer
unfinished.
gets to choose?
But you have the size to even make right here.
Yeah, like a little island in the middle.
Island.
You could do a vanity
You can maybe
somewhere.
walk through
Yeah.
here, and then you have extra storage here. So very nice space for, I think, for a master.
everything.
Yeah. And then check this out. Porcelain walls. Look at this. I thought this wall was actually
I thought that was
paper.
wallpaper.
I thought it was wallpaper. This is the
That's
real
super
stuff.
nice.
Very big.
I like the tub.
Yeah, modern tub. So let me show you the balcony. I think that also for the size, how deep it is, you can easily fit right here some lounge chairs.
Yeah.
It's really nice. And you also have your overlook at the pool.
Hey, stop messing with your sister.
By the way, another thing about this house is that the ceiling, it's concrete ceilings.
Oh, the roof is concrete
The
on
roof,
this house?
yeah.
It's all poured. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a bunker.
It's a bunker. So Ralph,
Look at these
this
doors.
house is 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, right? We just saw the master right now. This is one of the bedrooms. This bedroom and the
cool.
other bedroom. Yeah, you got a
Like
Jack and Jill here.
bath. Very cool.
And check out these colors, right? Most of the bathrooms nowadays they have the white and everything.
Very Home
decided to
Depot,
go-
typically, yeah.
They decided to go a little bit more modern, and I really like that color. It's
It's a
different.
nice size shower, too.
Yeah. And then check out this view. Check out this view. Could you imagine waking up or whatever, and at night, or at night, right? Look at that view that you have. All the buildings. That's Brickell right there.
Whatever.
So if you want to be close,
That is a nice car.
that is a nice car too. That's a nice car. So let me show you the other bedroom.
And dude, before you do that,
Yeah.
these doors, I love them. They feel solid, right? Because they're super heavy. I love the hidden hinge on the doors.
They're real wood. Made by the door factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They actually make out a nice product, and there it is. Super nice.
And behind here you have your other bathroom.
That's the bathroom. Oh, and this room also has this
And look at the view again.
this
Right?
view.
You have, by the way, 2 AC units. We have to tell you, right? You have an AC unit downstairs, and you have one also upstairs.
And just look at these details,
look at
man.
it, yeah,
That's
right?
super cool. Instead of having like a louvered door, right?
I don't
Like-
think I've seen this too often, right? I've seen it, but wow.
Yeah,
right?
you
It's a
don't.
nice
You
little
don't see
touch.
that often because people don't pay that much attention to detail anymore. That's really nice.
Brand new barbecue.
It's nice. I like the color.
Yeah.
I like
by
the
way,
wall, the
these,
accent wall.
yeah, these, by the way, if you take them off, this is all stainless steel, but the owners right now, they have that on top. And this is a nice little touch right here. You can be relaxing here in the pool, and you can put your
Oh my
drinks
God,
there.
you don't want to stand there, dude.
Right?
You have no idea how close you just came to being inside the pool.
What I like about this, right? Like even though right now here you don't have any decoration, I can totally see here an additional chairs, like a nice little area where you can be hanging out here and looking at the house, which, I mean, look at it. It's a really nice modern home.
And a lot of the landscaping obviously is brand new, so it's got to fill in. It's got to get over the shock of being replanted and all that, and it's gonna look really nice. It's gonna be really private.
But
these things grow super fast.
These are gonna grow.
Yeah.
I mean, they can grow 10, 12 feet.
No,
easily.
This once all this fills in back here, this is gonna be an awesome backyard. It's what you need, right? Like
In this area, I mean, yeah, sure.
especially a lot of people that are coming out of like Brickell, let's say, right? These
Think
people
about it,
say,
they have
you
a
know
little
what?
apartment.
I'm gonna start a family. I want to get out of Brickell. I want to buy a house.
Yeah.
But they're so used to that condo life that this is huge
Yeah.
for them. You know what I mean? So I think this yard is perfect. The pool size is perfect. You don't want anything too big that the kids can get away from you, or that then just craziness that like the kind of parties that you like to throw, like that sort of thing.
And guess what? If you want to go out and you want to party in Brickell and you don't want to drive too far,
you have
got
Brickell.
your house right here.
Dude, the house is beautiful. Let's start there, right? I love, a lot of times, like some people like to add some color to houses. I love the fact that all these walls are white because it just further accentuates the brightness that these windows allow to come into this house.
Yeah.
I think the house looks fantastic. I think, stuff like the Versace countertop, which is
Nice little detail.
It's subtle, right? And again, it's subtle, which is weird because it's Versace. The floors are beautiful, and they didn't say, oh, go with the marble because everybody talks about marble and this and that. They got some nice Italian porcelain floors.
Yeah.
The wood, it's just beautiful. But if you're asking me what my favorite part of the house is, it's the brightness and the airiness that I feel inside this house. Yeah.
It flows very, very well, right? Same thing, right? I love the ceiling height here. I just really like that they, most houses, they don't understand the concept of you want to open your door and you want to just see through the house. And this house got it just right. I mean, these huge, floor to ceiling doors really made a big difference. In this house.
Absolutely.
Because I think you could have saved some money, right, to not
And
have
put a
those
wall.
top ones there, put a wall, but
Absolutely.
they did it right. And then how do you? I mean, look, my input on this is location, location, location. If when we compare properties that are right now like a condominium that you can buy for $5 million right there in Brickell, $6 million, and then you have a house that you can buy under that, that is brand new built, and that you have your own privacy, I think that you can't beat that.
Yeah, no, real, like for real talk, right? Like,
real talk,
You go to Brickell, you could easily drop 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, fill in the blank on that check, right?
Oh my God,
on
sure.
a condo.
Yeah.
Which I'm not gonna knock a condo.
No. It's just two different lifestyles.
It's two completely different lifestyles, and maybe this is, like I said outside, maybe this is for somebody who is done with that lifestyle. Right? Maybe wants the yard for the kids or whatever the case may be. But as far as from a value perspective, you just got to look at what you have surrounding you, right? And you do have those crazy ass price condos, right? Like you have 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. This house in particular is priced around there, right? Yeah. So it makes it, I think that it has a lot of value to it because it's a house. Yeah. Because condos have bigger pools, but that's your pool.
How about how much it just costs to build, right?
The cost of building something like this, I mean,
I don't know exactly how much they spend.
I don't know what they spend. I wouldn't be able to tell you what they spent per square foot, but I can tell you that whatever the range is that people hear out there when it comes to building stuff, which
we know right now,
some people say $200, some people say $400, some people say $800.
Correct.
It all depends on the build.
But you have
this
right
is
now,
high end.
Yeah, you're talking about probably over 300 a square foot.
Easily. It's probably approaching the 400, in my opinion. I'm not a contractor, but in my opinion. We've seen enough construction. We've chatted with enough developers and contractors, right?
This and for something like this, you're over 300.
Yes, right? It's got to be. And then, what does it cost for the dirt?
Oh my God!
We're in the roads
right now. Anything is over $1 million.
Yeah, over $1 million probably. Yeah. So, it's one of those things that you got to take into consideration, like you said, location, right? Where you're at, and you're at where it's at, right? Because if you want to party, you go to Brickell. And if you want a homey neighborhood, stay home. Right?
Yeah. So Brickell, right? There's just no more. There's very little space right now to build.
Correct.
So the next thing from Brickell, it's going to be this location. And so everybody that owns here, who knows? Maybe at some point in time, we will have some buildings very close to these streets, right?
Yep.
Because it's starting to move west, right, from Brickell. And so anyway, I think that this property could work out for your client.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that they would absolutely love it. I think it's something that would fit what they want. Ultimately, the decision's theirs, right? Yeah. But I do think that it's something that they would appreciate, just given where they're coming from. So,
you know what?
Yeah, I think it works.
I'm going to show you another house really soon. Maybe you'll like that one.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to take you for a ride in another car pretty soon.
I'll take it on.
So what do you say we go put that car in stupid mode and go grab some lunch?
Let's do it.